Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Hopefully, you are fine. Today is early in the morning and it is round about 5 o'clock. Yesterday, my dear students, I told you about how to write a chemical formula for the molecule of an element. Yes, if you recall that I told you that how we can write a chemical formula to write a molecule of an element. My dear students, you know very well that when two or more than two different elements combined chemically, they form a compound. And the short and the basic unit which represents the structure of compound is called as molecule of that compound. It means that if we are talking about molecule, we have two types of molecule. First molecule is that first type of molecule is that in which we represent an element in which two or more than two atoms of same elements combine and give one molecule of that element. But if we are talking about the molecule of a compound, we know that there are two or more than two different atoms of different elements combined chemically and give one molecule of that compound. So yesterday I told you that how to write a chemical formula of an element, but today we are supposed to discuss that uh, how we can write a chemical formula of a compound. But in this context, it is I will make it clear that today we are just focused on the chemical formula of an positive and negative ion, and that ions consist of only one atom. You know, my dear students, that if two or more than two atoms have some, yeah, we can say that group of atom have some charge, this is called as radical. So today we are going just to deal with the ionic ion, means positive or negative ion. Now our basic topic is our basic focus is how to write a chemical formula. It, for this purpose, we use crossover method. Yes, we use crossover method. It is very simple method. In this method, we can just change the cap of two persons. For example, if we have two persons, Ahmed and Ali, we just change over the cap of Ahmed and Ali by interchanging them. The Ahmed's cap give Ahmed's cap is supposed to give to Ali, and Ali's cap is supposed to give to Ahmed. How it means, now we have some example. Let us consider an example of magnesium chloride. Now, my dear student, make it clear that magnesium is one element and chlorine is second element. Both both have simple single atom. Yeah, both are single ion. Now, you know, my dear students, what is the charge on magnesium? Magnesium belongs to second group of alkaline earth metals, so it has double positive charge. And chlorine belongs to halogens, so it has -1 charge. Now, here I, I again recall the concept of valency just for viewer convenience. That what is valency? Valency is actually the charge on the number or the charge on an atom, that how much bond it can form. The number of bond an atom can form is its valency. So magnesium has two positive ion, chlorine has one negative ion. Now by crossover, what it means that we have to change the charge of magnesium and chlorine with each other, or in simple words we can say that we can interchange the charge of both ions. So, and how we write? We write the charge of both ions as a subscript. So magnesium has two positive. it is it can be given to chlorine, and chlorine has become Cl2. And what is the charge of chlorine? It is minus 1. Minus 1 is supposed to give to magnesium, but we can't write 1 as a subscript because it is understood that if there is no subscript, it means that it has 1. So formula is clear. Our formula is magnesium chloride MgCl2. Now let us take another example, calcium oxide. Here calcium has also double positive charge and oxygen has two negative charge. So we are supposed to write the chemical formula of calcium oxide by cross over their charges. Means the charge of calcium is given to oxygen and charge of oxygen is given to calcium. Now when we are supposed to write their charges, we write the charges as their subscript. So it can be written as like that. Now look at this point. In last example, we have magnesium chloride like that. Magnesium has one subscript and chlorine has two subscript, and they are neither simplified by any number. They are not more they are not supposed to be simplified furthermore. But here calcium and oxygen both have 2 as a subscript and they are cancelled by a single digit 2. So they are cancelled and we have like this 1 and 1 because both the number 2 are cancelled by 2 are divisible by 2. So once again 1 cannot be write as a subscript, so we have to remove them and we have formula CaO. This is the formula of calcium oxide. Let us take another example of chromium sulfide. Here we have chromium. This is an element. We have 3 positive charge on chromium, and we have sulfur. Sulfur has double negative charge on it. Now again we have to change over or interchange their charge. Now let's write them. Now I simply change their charges and we get like that chromium charge is given to sulfur and sulfur charge is supposed to given to chromium. Now you see that both the numbers cannot be simplified or further simplified by any number because 2 and 3 are two different numbers and they are not further simplified by any other number. So your final formula is Cr2S3. Let us take the final example of palladium oxide. You know what is the charge on palladium? Palladium has 4 positive charge and oxide is basically oxygen and oxygen has 2 negative charge. Once again we have to use the crossover formula and we have to interchange the valency of palladium and oxygen among each other. So palladium charge is given to oxygen and similarly oxygen charge is handed over to palladium. So what is the output? Like we have Pd2O4. Now again look at this point. The both numbers 2 and 4 are further simplified by 2, so we can use it and we can have PdO2. Why we didn't write 1, as I make it clear 3 to 4 times, that if we have subscript 1 we are not supposed to write it. So my dear students, formula will be like PdO2. So this is the case where I have given 4 examples and all the examples have single positive or negative ion. Tomorrow inshallah we are supposed to discuss that how we can write the formula in case of a radical or atoms, a group of atoms having some positive or negative charge. You have to try it at your home. But one thing which we have to keep it in our mind, we cannot have a good grip on this topic if we didn't have a clear concept about valency. Thank you, students.